everyone, Denise here. Today I'm going to talk about the Sowieso sweater and how much yardage and whatnot you're going to need for your size. In general, obviously your tension is going to change this, your hook size is going to change this, your yarn is going to change this. Your mood's going to change this because that changes your tension. So there's a lot of factors with how much yards you will need or meters of the yarn. This is Loops and Threads, and I don't even know if they sell this, but I had picked this up like a year ago. This is bulky tubular, and I made my crop version in this. I used two. So this is 131 yards, 7.5 ounces, 120 meters, 200 grams. And it is a 5. Bulky weight 5. It's polyester. So I made this up, geez, I want to say over a year ago. However, it's still the version that I'm going to show you how to make the crop version. So this is going to fit wherever you want to stop, but I stopped like right under the chest area so that it can be tied. I'll insert a picture so that you can see it on my mannequin. I made my mannequin to be my size, so I don't have to be in pictures, and I like that. So this was 2 of these, so 262 yards of bulky, okay? Now, while I was cleaning my craft rooms, and I've been doing that a lot lately, is cleaning and getting rid of stuff, I found this, and I was like, how useful is this? And I don't remember where I got it from. But I obviously got it from the internet, downloaded it, and I used it obviously quite a bit because look at it. So, you know, it depends on who's doing the sweater sizes, but I would say the one in front of you down here is pretty big. It's probably between a 3 and a 4X. Okay, so it's showing you the yardage for worsted weight, I believe. And this would be this sweater, whatever this sweater is. I don't know. But I think that it's a good example of how much yardage you'll need for, so if you want to screenshot that, I think it's a good example of what you would need for a sweater for your size. And then I'll let you know the yardage on mine. So I already told you the bulky one. The smaller sizes that I have made for our granddaughters roughly are like 2 and 5T. The first one I believe was right around 12 months size. It was less than a ball of yarn, so probably less than 200 yards, and that was a lightweight 3. The one for our older granddaughter was size 5. That was, I believe, a worsted weight, and it was 1 ball of that too. I shared that in a video. So yardage on the smaller sizes are very small. Like you don't need very much to make a child's sweater, but if you make sweaters, you already know this. For me, the largest one, the largest more in, I don't know, covering all the bases of the sweater was Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber by YARNBLISSBOX. Color is Parisian Light. Beautiful. I love the color. It is 4 ounces, 186 yards. It is acrylic, low pill, 114 grams, 170 meters. So I used 8 of these. So 1,488 yards I used. It's a medium weight 4. Now that sweater has a hood, it has long sleeves, it has ribbed edging all the way around it, and it is roughly, I mean, it's pretty large. I'm gonna say it's probably a 4X. So that if you're going by that yardage, that could help you determine what you're going to need. Whatever yarn you want to use, whatever hook you want to use with your yarn is great. Like I said, we're going to start with a crop version. All the versions will start with the neck and then work down. So we're going to start with your collar. Let me move this. By the way, if you hear dogs, if you hear birds, if you hear trucks, if you hear neighbors, they don't care I'm recording. They don't care. They don't know, and they don't care. So I'm sorry if it's noisy or whatever, but it's life, and it's beautiful outside, so the windows are open. We're going to start with a chain, and that is going to bring you your neckline. After your neckline, after your initial row here, we're going to increase. So you're going to need 4 stitch markers to indicate your arm or sleeve area. Okay. The crop version I'm going to show you is going to be increasing until you get to your largest bust measurement. So we're going to increase, back, front, arms. Okay, we're going to keep doing that until you get to whatever largest measurement that you have. Then we're going to stop, and I stopped right under the bust area. So you need to make it large enough to go over your bust if that's where you're going to stop. And then we're going to do a tie in front here. So it's going to be short sleeve with a tie in front, because that is my crop version. If you want to do the other versions, like I said, I'm going to separate them into videos. Other versions include top down, short sleeve, cardigan. So we're looking at something like that. Next version would be top down, short sleeve, sweater. There will be a join there that you can attach a button or whatever you want. You can wear that this way in the front, or you can flip that around and wear it in back. Okay, next version would be the long sleeve version of this with cuffs. And then on top of that, you could do long sleeve of this version with rib cuffs. Okay, and then once you decide whatever one you're making, you can add a hood to whatever one you're making. So let's say the person is inside of here. You can add a hood. Okay, if you want, you can add pockets. I'm not a huge fan of the pockets, but you can add pockets, and I'll show you how to do that. And then each version will have ribbed edging. So on the hooded version, I'm going to show you how to do the ribbed edging all the way up and around the hood. So there's so many styles here. One that I do want to show you is a style that once you get it done, if you don't like the hooded version, this one would, let's pretend this is the back of your head. This one, the version would be extended collar version. No, that's not ribbing. I'm just filling it in to give you the illusion of what I'm talking about. Do you know Letterman's jackets, how the hood would zip open and it would lay on the back? I created mine like that to begin with, and then I was like, well, I'll just make it into a hood. I really like the extended collar version a lot. So I might make this one that I'm making for myself with the Specked Finch Studios yarn. I might make that extended, the extended collar version, because I think it's so It's kind of old-timey, but also timeless. So there's so many ways to wear this and to make this that I think pretty much anyone can come up with something that they will enjoy and like. So if you are interested in making the Sowieso sweater, the crop version will come first. Then I'll do the rest after that. I'll show you the additions of the hood and pockets. Now I'll probably do the hood and pockets, and you can add that to any sweater or whatever you're making. So that is the roundup of what's going to happen with the tutorials. Like I said, crop version will come out first, and that will be sometime this week or early next week. I'm using Specked Finch Studios yarn that Nina gifted me in the color Woodland Winter because she asked, and I said I love this colorway. So I'm going, I cannot wait to wear this. I'm going to use that, and then the edging is going to be Blue Spruce, which is a beautiful tonal green here. Love it. Love it. So together, this is what I'm going to have. And I will tell you when to change colors for your edging on the crop version and all the others. So just a quick wrap up of all of that so that you're informed before the tutorials start. Just grab whatever yarn, guys. You can use whatever. It doesn't have to be something super fancy like what I'm doing, or you could even do like a scrap version and just use whatever you have until you run out and then join. I think that would be awesome too. All right, take care, guys. I appreciate all of you. Until next time, bye.